going to be talking about The Mandalorian and Grogu. Wait, Open Food Trust? What do you mean Open Food Trust? Let me check Discord. What are... Oh, we should check food. Wait. Oh, wait. I gotta show this to everyone. I gotta show this to the world. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Food. Look at this. This is what chat is eating. God damn it. I'm hungry. That looks so good. God damn it. I really want that now. It's been so long since I've had like a nice like Italian sub sandwich. Like I need to probably get one pretty soon. But okay, so now I want to talk about The Mandalorian and Grogu movie. I'm just gonna do a little more illustrations with it because I just think it's cute. I'm trying something a little bit new for this. Here, and I'll do like a quick little like Grogu. So he's like just hanging out like right there. I was gonna ad for that movie a while ago during stream. Oh yeah, you did. You're right. So we have Mando plus Grogu movie review. You know, hold on, let me do this a little bit better. That's me. But isn't there like a text function? No, Sockman prefers. Actually, you know what? There is a text option. You know what? I'm not even gonna bullshit. I'm bad at drawing. Why is it in Comic Sans? Why is that the default? Wow, this is actually like perfect. This is the movie review, right? So Mando and Grogu movie. So I've seen some like discussion online about the Mando and Grogu movie. People were like, it was like some of the like the pre-screening reviews saw it was just like, oh, you know, it's just a fun movie. You know, it's all right. And then like once it's like hit audiences, I'm seeing a lot of mixed reactions from like Star Wars fans, which makes sense. This is the first new Star Wars movie in like 6 or 7 years now. 6, 7. Blah. Okay, sorry. All right. Why do I do that every time? Anyway, so like last time we had a Star Wars film in theaters, that was in 2019 with Rise of Skywalker, which left a pretty bad taste in a lot of people's mouth. But I will, you know what? I'm gonna give it an honest and fair review without spoiling too much, because I want you guys to see it and form your own opinions. And I will say, as a Star Wars fan who loves seeing weird glup shittos and weird alien creatures and stuff, this was an amazing movie. Like, legitimately, this was a great film. I will say it is quite nice, because there not only is there just like some decent acting and some good character moments, but there are like there's a lot of practical effects in this film that are so great. They're keeping like the art of like stop, not only just like puppeteering, but like stop motion and stuff. It's amazing. The real question is, would you take chat to see it and share popcorn with them? I'll get you guys like the kids pack, which comes with like a bottle of water and like a small popcorn and like some fruit snacks, and you guys have to share like 2 of them. You guys have to like ration out your gummy worms. So, because like I don't know if you realize, but like popcorn is expensive, surprisingly. Like that we want to share with you. Okay, well if we get like a big bag of popcorn, I could see that working. We do need someone to like sneak in snacks though. So like one of you guys has to like sneak in like an air fryer with like a thing of pizza rolls or something. You're allowed to do that, right? What was I saying? Oh yeah, so not only are like a bunch of characters, including Grogu. Actually, fun fact about Grogu. Chris Bartlett admits to, like, when I was there at the panel, he said that like one thing a lot of the actors do on The Mandalorian is that they just treat Grogu like he's an actual person. So like people will like walk in. So like imagine Pedro Pascal is like walking into work. He's just like, "Hey Grogu, what's up?" And then like the puppeteers on Grogu are just like, and like they actually make him like talk and shit. It's actually really funny because like the puppeteers are just waiting to just do something the whole time. Like you know, Chris Bartlett would walk in and be like, "Hey Grogu, what's up?" And like Grogu would do like this thing where like he'd throw his hands up and or like wave to him. Like the puppeteers are so talented at their jobs, and it's amazing, honestly. They really threw their whole pussy into that puppet because it shows. But like there's so many just practical effects in this film, like actual, like, I mean, granted, of course, like, you know, there's a lot of like Disney CGI and stuff, which is, you know, to be expected. I don't hate it at all. I think it's pretty good looking. But oh great, I totally forgot. Oh yeah, like not only are there puppeteering, but there's also like stop motion for some of the stuff. Like there are these like robots that are like stop motion, which is just beautiful. And also I just love the visual texture of everything. It's just so good. And also there's a whole planet called like Shakiri, which looks like Prohibition era, like Chicago. Kind of has like a kind of Art Deco-y feel to it, and it's like rainy, late at night, kind of sleazy vibe to it, and it's like so delicious for the eyes, you know? But anyway, without giving too much away, I will say this is just a fun popcorn flick, basically. Not something you're supposed to take too seriously, and I'm pretty sure like the people who made the film definitely didn't want it to see it that way. This is basically just like an extended episode of The Mandalorian. So if you love The Mandalorian already, then you're already gonna probably like this film. And I do like Mandalorian. I love seasons 1 and 2, and I haven't seen season 3. And I'm glad to say you don't even need to see season 3 to enjoy this film. All you need to know is that Mando is working with the New Republic sometimes. Because he needs beer money, and Grogu needs to be fed. So that's how he pays for groceries, basically, by helping the New Republic like set up after while taking down like Imperial warlords and stuff. That's all you need to know, basically. Help! I forgot I'm lactose intolerant. Oh yeah, you are. Why are you eating provolone cheese? Why are you shitting yourself? What the fuck, Chad? How do you forget? This is like the 4th time you've forgotten. But I will, you know what? So normally when I'm gonna start doing this series where like I'm gonna start reviewing movies that I see, right? And you know what? I'm going to, I guess I just can't like, I don't know how to use paint, so we're just gonna get rid of that. So I'm gonna introduce the Sockman scale. So we have a 0. And then we have a 10. But I wasn't always lactose intolerant. You know, I've actually heard that about some people, where like you develop or lose allergies like every 10 or so years, and it just depends on your environment. I became lactose intolerant when I was like 16. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like sometimes people like switch in and out of allergies sometimes. It's actually not too uncommon. It's weird. It just like you can become allergic to like anything or develop an intolerance to anything just through like exposure or even resistances. Is actually kind of interesting. Anyway, what was, oh yeah. So I'm going to introduce the Sockman scale for reviewing media. So 0 is going to be like a film or a piece of media that is absolutely not worth your time in any way, shape, or fashion. It is actually arguably a detriment to you because it's not interesting to watch. There are no good moments. It is just something that exists that you don't want to watch. Right? Like zeros are like, it's not even like negative enjoyment. It's just like you've achieved nothing from this. Like it was actively like harmful for you in some way. A 5 is something I would argue is at least worth your time somewhat. Like it's worth for you to seek out because there's at least one moment or at least one good joke or it has some cool cinematography or something, or at least something it does unique or at least something it does well. A 10 is like, mwah, mwah, like chef's kiss, masterpiece, like peak cinema, right? So like you could put a lot of stuff on this scale. So like I would say like if you're gonna go like 1, 2, 3, 4, it's like 4 is kind of like it might be worth your time, but if it's at least a 5, it is worth your time. So where I'm gonna put the movie of the Mandalorian and Grogu movie 2026, if you are a Star Wars fan and you love like the Disney Plus shows, I'm gonna put this at a 7. Wait, 7. Because honestly, it's a fun movie. I won't lie, I had fun with it. It was great seeing the Hutts again. It was great seeing all this other stuff. It was great just seeing Dave Filoni playing with his fucking toy box again for fucking 2.5 hours. And it's basically just an extended episode of The Mandalorian. The Hutts? No, the Hutts. The Hutts are like Jabba the Hutt and his family. They're actually kind of a big part of the story. It's in a lot of the marketing already. So I will give this a 7. If you are a fan. Okay, why is this so big? Here. Bring this down to like a fucking 14. Actually, can I just like grab this? Hold on. Let me grab this and put this like towards here. Yeah, if you are a fan, I'll give it a 7. If you are not a fan of Star Wars, I would say it's like a 5. And I'm not kidding. As a digital artist, my soul is screaming at you. Well, Sockman is not an artist. Sockman does not know what to do with his little fingers. I might as well be a bull moose running through a china shop. I'm also a traditional artist. Well, I mean, I can doodle. Like anyone can like doodle. But like I'm doing this with a mouse and keyboard. I don't know what I'm doing. But honestly, if you are a fan of Star Wars, it is a 7. If you're not, it's gonna be a 5. And why is it a 5? Because if you're gonna take your dad to go see the Mandalorian and Grogu, he's not gonna know who some of the glup shittos are. Like he's not gonna know who Zeb from fucking like Rebels is at all. And he shows up in the film just kind of like untriumphantly. He's just like, he's there. But like as a Star Wars fan, I was like, hey, look, it's Zeb. But like my dad's not gonna know who that is because he hasn't seen Rebels. Yeah, well, he's not randomly there. He's actually like, he kind of like joins Mando for a bit, I guess. I don't want to spoil too much. But you know, he's working with the New Republic at least. But yeah, so 7 if you're a Star Wars fan, 5 if you're not. I think that's honestly a pretty good standpoint, in all honesty. So that is my no spoilers review of the Mandalorian and Grogu movie. It was a good movie overall, and I might see it again. At least it was better than Rise of Skywalker, because Rise of Skywalker was hot garbage. At least it was pretty to look at. Anywho,